Howdy y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a finale for my 2022 years of usage. To be honest, there wasn't like a ton of progress between the last update and the finale. I did hit goal on a few things, but that being said, I was primarily focusing on my Pan That palette from 2022 and also the one that's going to be in this year's. Because I used that for work and I hadn't been really going out much until recently. And oh, by the way, I'm not going anywhere today. It's like a rainy day, so I just wanted to play with color. And I saw something on Instagram that was colorful like this, and I was like, oh, I want to try. But anyway, yeah, I know it looks a little crazy. But anyway, so I'm gonna kind of speed through this a little bit. I'll go into more detail on my 2023 intro. So, as a reminder, my Pure Visionary palette was originally in the project, but it rolled out very early in the year, and this is now my current 2023 Pan That palette, so go watch that video if you're interested in that. And then next up is Becca Ocean Jewels. Between now and the last update, I really only used it a few times. Like, obviously I use this setting shade a lot because that's kind of like my primary setting shade at this moment, but I used this, and this once, I think, because I used it for a look. But yeah, I really do like this palette, and the dip in this is so deep. Like, it's no longer in the project because it was rolled out a long time ago, but I'm just like so excited to hit pan, and I feel like I should be hitting pan anytime. But anyway, this will be rolling over into my next year's project. But here's so you can see kind of the tally situation for that. Like, a lot of them are, like, originally I kind of wanted to roll it out this year, that way I didn't carry it over into next year, but then I decided to focus on my Pan That palette instead, so I didn't get to roll it out. But that being said, I'm pretty close. Like, instead of having to hit 22 uses now, since it's 2023 in my next project, I'll have to hit 23. So, like, a lot of these I'm pretty close on, but now I have to hit one more than I would have if I was able to roll it out this year, if that makes sense. So, next up is my Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. I don't honestly think I worked on it. Or, yeah, actually, this one I did. Never mind. Ignore that. I did work on this one. I know I hit goal in Enchanted, and also in Abyss, and also in Pukey. So those are 3 goals that I hit between last update and now, and most of those have already, as of this day, been posted on my Instagram. But yeah, this palette has gotten a lot of love, and hopefully, like, next year I'm able to roll it out. I really love this palette, but ultimately the goal is to roll out every palette in my collection, because that's one of my goals for next year, is to include every palette. But yeah, I'll get to that in my intro. But anyway, yeah, here's the tallies on that. I kind of, yeah, like, for the ones that I rolled out, they were like only a few uses away from rolling out anyway, so I was able to finish those off. And then the rest, like, some of them have a ways to go, some of them don't. As of now, I'll continue to prioritize my Pan That palette over this project. But I mean, obviously, like, I'm still gonna use them, so I want to, like, keep up with the tallies and the updates. Okay. Next up is BH Zodiac. I don't think I used this much at all between last update and now, so it pretty much looks the same. I might have rolled out like one shade, but I don't remember. Between now and, I don't know, honestly. I don't think so. But here's what this is looking like. I have made a lot of progress on it this year, and last year, I guess. I used it more last year, but because, like, the red tallies are from last year and then the blue are from this year. So, can see like I still have a lot of work to do, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 goals hit already. So that's a fourth of the palette done. Alright, next up is my BH Take Me Back to Brazil, which is what I'm wearing today. And it's one of my few colorful palettes. I didn't really focus on it much other than literally today, but I did get a good amount of uses in today. But since it's the new year already, I put it on the tallies for next year, so that won't be reflected in my tallies that I'm about to show you. But I'll kind of give you a heads up of where that's standing tally-wise. I feel like this is gonna not be a rollout for this year, or I guess it's confusing because I'm filming this after the new year, but I feel like I'm not gonna be able to roll it out this year because I just can't wear colorful eyeshadow every day, you know? And there's so many pans in that palette. So next up is my Pat Sublime palette. It's called, yeah, I Ecstasy Sublime. I honestly don't remember if I worked on it much in the last, I don't think I did. So it's pretty much still the same, but it will be rolling over into next year, as will everything. So this is where my tallies are there, so I'm like kind of close on these two. But yeah, still a lot of work to do. And then next is my Tati palette. No new rollouts for this update, but it's really pretty. I'm kind of going fast because I didn't really focus on this project in the end of the year. That's where those tallies stands. And you'll see all this again in a new way for my 2023 years of usage. Okay. Next up is Morphe Sour Patch. Sorry, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, that was weird. Okay, I was able to not. But anyway, I did actually hit gold in one of these shades. It was this shade Unwrapped. It's just a very pale purple. You can really use it to set your lid. Similar to White Pineapple, but I use this if I was doing like a pinky purpley look, then I set my lid with this. But yeah, I don't really like this palette. I got it for free in a giveaway, and then also ripped Morphe because they're going bankrupt. But now that I'm looking at, I got this, well, I won it in the giveaway, but I was able to pick what I wanted out of the giveaway, and I picked this. And I got it because like at the time, my only colorful palette was the BH Take Me Back to Brazil, and I wanted like 2 colorful palettes instead of just one. And now I kind of regret it, but I do enjoy this palette. I like just don't recommend it, but I don't think it's for sale anymore anyway. The reason I don't recommend it is because they get really bad hard pan. Like even this matte shade, I don't know if I haven't had a matte shade get hard pan in a long time. But I haven't really used these colorful shades much because if I want to do a colorful look, I typically reach for my BH palette over this just because it's older and I'm trying to like roll that out sooner. But yeah, so I can't speak on those, but anyway, I want to use it more for sure. And I know, I'm trying to think of her name. Gosh, I can't think of her name. Another panner has this palette, and she recently used Lemon Squeeze to like make a really pretty like yellow blended out look, and it looked like, I mean obviously not neutral, but like yellow is like leaning neutral more so than like a blue. And it looked really good, so maybe I'll try to recreate her look or something because I haven't used the colors much. Alright, next up is my Franken Singles. I didn't use this at all between last update and the finale. This will be rolling into next year. This is actually a combination of a Makeup Revolution palette that was like a dupe of one of the Naked Urban Decay palettes, and also one of those Ulta gift sets that I kind of mixed and made my own shades. Pretty much all of these are cool tone. I actually really enjoy these shades. But for some reason, since they're old, I kind of like don't get excited. But, oh, by the way, you may see a pan in there, but I'm not counting that as pan because it's just because the chunk fell out. So I'm not going to consider that a goal met. I'm just going to, for next year, want to do 23 uses. But yeah, I do like this palette, and I'm looking forward to using it more next year. We're almost done. Actually, I think that was it. That's all for my 2022 years of usage. And I hope you enjoyed the project this year. I think next year will be, I mean, it's just really exciting to like start with a clean slate, and like this paper, you know, after a year of like toweling on it, gets kind of grungy, and I'm just like excited because I have a nice crisp, clean slate for New Year, for 2023, and I'm excited to bring you that update soon. So anyway, y'all have a wonderful day, and God bless you, God bless your family, and goodbye. Oh, don't forget to leave a comment because that means a lot to me.